You know, you come into Western Kentucky and you just look around with the banners that they have and the tradition and of success. And, you know, when you think of Western Kentucky, you just think of win. You know, that's true winners. And, you know, Coach Sandiford did a phenomenal job when he was here. And, you know, it's just continued. It's continued. The enthusiasm that the community of Bowling Green has for this university is overwhelming. When I coached at the University of Memphis, we came here and played in the NIT. Y'all had the Mississippian Carla Barty that could not shoot a three ball but stepped up and hit a couple of three balls actually in that ball game. And we ended up losing in that round of the NIT. But it's just such a rich tradition here. We had our players when we came in to practice yesterday to look at the banners. And we talked about that at Southern Miss, we had banners that were hung in the late 80s and the early 90s. But it's been a while. We've hung 2 since I've been there, but that's not very many when you've been there 10 years. And that the tradition that Western Kentucky has established here is what we want to rekindle at Southern Miss with those young players that we have. And so in saying all of that, I just want to say hats off to this community to supporting Lady Topper basketball. And I have no idea. I'm assuming it supports the men as well. But it's just real special to be able. We were at Marshall the other night, and I can tell you that I counted the people during the national anthem of how many people were in the stands. And so what your community brings is huge. And as someone that is a part of our game and truly loves our game, thank you to this community and the administration for the support that you have here. About the game, you know, it was a well-fought ball game by both teams. We felt like that there were some things that we had to do, and we had to do them really well if we were going to be able to come in here and steal a win. We did not play well at Marshall. We did not play poised at Marshall, and we felt like coming in, the only chance we would have is to be poised under pressure. You know, and I think when the stands, the little 14, let's see, hang on, yeah, Kiera came in and was really heating up the point guard, and the fans really kind of get into it, coaching them really get into it. I was kind of concerned that our point guard would get really rattled, but she didn't. I think she played with poise to keep us in what we needed to do to be able to get the win. So if there's one thing I can say is I thought our team played with poise for probably about 38 minutes of the ball game. And I think when you come into a place like this where there's a lot of intensity in the crowd and you're facing a great basketball club, poise is the key word. You got to stay poised. You got to weather the storm. You know things are going to happen, but you must stay poised. I think the second thing that you have to do is stay true to the course. Whatever the course is, whatever the plan of action is, you got to stay true to the course. And our team did that. And that, I think that's the 2 major reasons we were successful. You know, obviously Gooch and Govan, I have tremendous amount of respect for. They're great players. They got their points tonight. But I will tell you, the young, and I told Michelle this yesterday or this morning in shoot around. You know, the young lady that I think is truly the unsung hero on this team, and we really focused in on, and I think we did a very good job on her, and that's number 5. I mean, that kid is glue. I mean, she may be the player that's not all everything. It's Gooch and Govan and you know, and everybody else, but she is truly a tough cat. And we felt like if we could keep her off balance a little bit, maybe it would kind of help us be able to make some defensive stops that we needed to get.
Your zone, you stuck with your zone, but it was pretty good as far as kind of keeping them from getting in transition like that.
Right. And they're a great transition team, and you know their defense generates a lot of that because they're a very good defensive team. But I felt like that our defense that we ran, you know, we ran a couple of different wrinkles out of it, trying to get some steals, trying to create some things out of it. We didn't really create what we wanted out of it, but again, we were able to contest, to really get out with some urgency to contest some of those shots. The area that we struggled on was on that left side of the floor in that zone where they began to attack, and we've got to continue to make improvements on that area to be able to stop that penetration on that side of the floor. Okay. Thank you.